French Polynesia's underwater world is stunning in remote places. But in more crowded areas like Moorea, we find coral reefs in dire state. Where coral has died, water plants have taken over. This tragedy corresponds to a broader trend. About half of the world's corals have been lost in recent decades.
In Moorea, young people have united to address the crisis, coral gardeners. Tayano Teo tells us who they are.
Coral gardeners, it's young people gathered around this project and from the island to save the reefs and preserve them.
Tayano explains why corals are vital for ocean health.
Corals are at the base of the food chain, so you can find inside many fish, so it means it's a home for marine life for 1/4. And also it's protection, coastal protection against the erosion. It provides food for 500 million people around the world, so they are really important in our life.
And what are the threats that the corals face?
Mostly the climate change, also plastic pollution, sunscreens.
As a result, corals and marine life are dying. We all depend on healthy oceans for our survival. So what do coral gardeners do to help coral reefs?
Coral gardeners has two missions. One of them is the raise awareness among local communities or international. So by go to schools or hold some stands, do conferences, or use the social media to spread the message about coral reefs. And then after, the second mission will be to plant corals. So we restore the whole reef of Moorea or Tahiti or Bora Bora and allow them to survive at this big problem which is global warming. Mostly you just have to collect some broken pieces of coral healthy, put them on nursery, and during a special period, after you will allow to cut a little branches on this coral and then repopulate the damaged reef. And that's really simple to do. We already planted more than 14,000 corals since 3 years, and it's a lot of work.
Fighting the threats that corals face requires large-scale action. Tayano is convinced that everyone can make a difference.
So we can do something about it. We can try to go at your job by bicycle or electric cars, or to reduce plastic. Don't use any more plastic. Change what you used to do every day.
Yet on a smaller scale, everyone can help reefs immediately.
People can adopt the coral to help coral gardeners, and then us, we're just gonna plant it in the ocean, and then we take a picture, come back to the shore, make the certificate with the name that they gave it, and then we send them an adoption certificate by email.
We applaud their efforts to improve underwater ecosystems. Everyone's involvement is needed to combat climate disruption, reduce pollution, and restore ecosystems. What role do you choose to play?
Did you like this video?
And want to see more? Subscribe to our YouTube channel, like us on social media, become our patron on Patreon, or subscribe to our email newsletter on our website.